So, hi guys, I'm Kaushik Swaminathan, the host for the evening, and I welcome you all to Speak Now Marathon, which is being sponsored by JobSamundar.in. So, before we start, I'd like to introduce to Speak Now and tell you something about Speak Now. What Speak Now is? Speak Now was an initiative which started in May 2020 in the peak lockdown. So, a very small thing. I'll start off with a small story which happened when I was 12 years old. I was in a market. I live in Delhi, so I live in a place which gets a lot of tourist people. So I was in a shop. I was talking to somebody. So there was a tourist. He was talking to the chemist guy and was asking for something. So I went there to help him out. He misjudged it and he just said, "What are you looking at?" It was a high pitched tone. I knew how to speak English. I knew how to communicate, but at that very moment, I lost my voice. And this is where I come in and I realize this is what happens. Speaking in front of public is not easy. It's not easy at all. From there onwards, I started working on myself. I heard a lot of people, saw a lot of movies, saw a lot of videos. I started working on myself. So Speak Now is a platform which focuses on giving people their voices back and introducing them to the and provides them a platform to practice and learn public speaking. So going towards, I welcome you all to the marathon, and it is being sponsored by JobSamundar.in. And JobSamundar is an amazing job portal which connects teachers to schools and helps them in getting jobs. Till date, JobSamundar has helped around 1,200 teachers and has supported them in getting jobs. So, great on applaud for JobSamundar, and I thank JobSamundar for sponsoring our today's event. Thank you so much, JobSamundar. Thank you so much. So, before we start, I'll give you a brief about the rules for the evening. Every contestant will be given 5 minutes to speak. You'll hear a buzzer at 3 minutes and at 5 minutes also. And at 5 minutes, you'll be muted. So, and simple rules. Please refrain by using unparliamentary languages. Keep it informal, keep it simple, keep it precise so that you complete your set in 5 minutes. And our judges for the evening are Priya Gautam, Mr. Shubham, and Mansha. These guys have been associated with Speak Now for a very long time. Shubham is a public speaking specialist. Priya Gautam is one of the mentors at Speak Now, and Mansha is also a mentor at Speak Now. So, without getting any late, I would like to welcome our first contestant for the evening, Aniket. So, Aniket, please go forward. It's your time. Speak and speak now.
Hello everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, yes.
So hello everyone. Good evening. This is Aniket Raj, and I'm an author of two books. And first of all, I would like to thank Speak Now Marathon for organizing such a beautiful event and for giving me a chance to express my views on education. So let's begin. Education. It makes you to adopt a different situation, but with theoretical knowledge and practical application. Such degree is useless, that knowledge is priceless. You feel comfortable, you feel a connection with the world. Generally, there is no limit for education or say gaining knowledge. There is not any age restriction. Note it down. I am saying for gaining knowledge. But in the current scenario, the meaning of education has been changed. For example, the importance of exams are given more important than the student's life. One side, government is saying not to go outside, and on the other hand, government is playing with about 15 lakh students in danger. Because the behavior of education has been changed, fear, stress, anxiety are roaming around the students' corner. They've forgotten to learn like they're enjoying it. They've misjudged, they've forgotten. And just the reason is education is no more education. Priority has been changed. Knowledge is no more first priority now. The major aim of people through education is money now. Moreover, they have forgotten that the knowledge will take them to the money and respect definitely. Students' mind has been restricted apart from their open mind knowledge. And it's high time now that we have to come with a solution. Students will have to understand the importance, their purpose of education. not it down, I'm saying their purpose of education. They will have to be more familiar with practicals. Few days back, I was thinking about our education policy, which had been changed. It was one of the greatest steps taken by the government. Students are no more binded only in streams like commerce, science, and arts, and they can study anything in which they are interested. Even I was very happy, but somebody thought why it is done now, why it is not done before, and suddenly in this pandemic, it is necessary to be done now. So the reason is the government is not able to implement it properly. In fact, we don't implement a new policy now, it will be completely useless. Let's take one more example. You have seen students making the timetable, but do they implement them? This is the big question. Are they able to implement them? The answer is no. This pandemic taught us the real meaning of education. Students are getting trouble in online class. Even some institutions are not able to conduct the proper online classes. But the thing is, everything is going on. And that's the big problem of our country. Or you can say, just the thing is going on. So the thing is, you have to decide whether you want to learn or not. You just can't be dependent on others for gaining knowledge, for learning anything. You will have to be more responsible. You will have, will have to bring a change at your own, because the real motive of education is to bring a change at you, at the world, at the uh, and to make responsible, not just binded in one thing. Thank you. With this, I would like to wrap up my speech. Thank you for giving me a chance, for letting me listen for the 3 minutes. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Aniket. It was really wonderful. You brought about some good points there. So, Aniket,
Thank you, sir.
thanks a lot for coming forward for the competition. And Aniket, I agreed to somewhat what your point said. So, along with that, I'll say education has changed from the. If you see, it's teachers day to day, and the third perspective is every generation the role of a teacher changes on a regular basis. Earlier, the teacher had to give us knowledge. Now, teacher has to limit the knowledge. They have to put a stop where a student has to stop learning at that point, and what is the right sources to learn. So this is how
Yeah,
education has changed from every
yeah.
perspective,
Basically,
every
this is
time.
happening in the world now,
Yeah. So,
and this pandemic taught us really
and
well.
because of that, Job Samudra has opened a new portal called Truter.in, which is basically a platform which brings together teachers and students who want to learn. And it is an amazing platform which is like providing people a lot of opportunities to students who are very keen to teach people and like to earn some money. So it's a very amazing, beautiful platform to give. I would advise everybody to please check that website out, because on the occasion of Teachers Day, Job Samudra has launched the new portal, Truter.in. So without delaying any further, I would like to welcome our next participant to the stage, Subhashri. I would like to welcome Subhashri on the stage. Subhashri, are you there?
Yeah, hello everyone.
Hi, Subhashri. How are you? And
Am I audible?
yeah,
Yeah, hi,
Subhashri,
I'm good.
yeah. Please go ahead, Subhashri. All the best, and please go ahead.
Thank you. Yeah, first of all, good evening everyone, to the excellencies and my respected judges and all my friends. And today we have gone through the topic of education. All of us would say that education, what education is. Everyone nowadays we are talking that education is not about marks and all the degrees, and it's all about what the knowledge we gain or everything else. But does it really happens if the marks and the degrees are not needed and not it's not if it is useless, then why still we people are running back of it? It's a big question rising again and again in my mind. I don't think so. When the education means to lead out the knowledge and the skills within us, then why should we worry about the marks? I would like to share an experience of mine. When I was doing my higher education, doing before attending my board exams, all my relatives, family members have been influenced on me that what are you studying, how do your marks about. I was not even stressed and worried about my exams, but except me, the whole society was influenced on me. I thought that it was really strange. Everyone looked at me in a strange manner. I was really scared. What is going on here? At the all of a sudden, I got my results, which I got very low marks. There, my parents refused to reveal my marks. They felt shy because of getting low marks. Does it the education means getting high marks and getting the straight ranks? Does it so happens in our society? The influence on the society is more than what we learn. Apart from learning in our personal life, we just influence the whole life with the society and comparison. Moreover, today is the Teacher's Day. So education is given a soul only by the teachers. So all of a sudden, today, Teacher's Day, I would wish everyone a happy Teacher's Day. Why should I tell it everyone? A teacher is not a person who teaches in the class what the subjects got going on. It's more than that. It may be my mom who teaches me how to eat. It may be my dad who teaches what's the responsibility. It may be my friend who teaches what's the bonding between us. It may be a stranger who taught me what's humanity. If we also teaching, we learn everywhere and everything wherever we found. Learning is something different, which we can even when I born the first word when I call my mom, it's also a learning thing, and it's also I gained some knowledge. It's nothing about the learning process or doing something early. Here I would gather the words of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. He had told that learning is thought of learning provides creativity and creativity leads to thinking, and moreover thinking provides knowledge and knowledge makes you great. If it is true, then our character becomes beauty. When there is beauty the character, there is harmony in the home. When there is harmony in the home, the nation is in order. When there is order in the nation, the world is peace. So just the word process of education brings the whole world into the peace. Just think how powerful the education is. It's a powerful weapon which can make even nation stronger. Thank you for giving us such wonderful opportunity. Thank you.
Subhashri, that was the buzzer for 3 minutes. You have a total of 5 minutes with you. So
Yeah,
everybody,
sure,
I'm repeating again. You will get 2 buzzers, one at 3 minutes and second one has the 5 minutes.
Yeah,
so,
sure, sir. I'm sorry for that.
So if you want,
Okay,
you can continue.
next.
I can give you another 2 minutes.
Yeah, sure. Here I would like to share some words that everybody has the thought that without education, the people who didn't study also succeeded in the life. We may have some names like Sachin Tendulkar, Mark Zuckerberg, Bill Gates, and even Kamaraj from Tamil Nadu. These all people did been studied, but we can't say that they're not educated. They didn't step into the schools, but they gained their knowledges. We have a wrong thought that even without education or without knowledge, we can succeed in our life. But in my point of view, it's not the truth. When the outer, you can say that they're not educated, but when we are looking into it, they are learning. Without learning, they can't come to that position level. So if Kamraj thought that education is not important as he didn't study, why should he spend all his time to giving others education? We have to think about it a lot. Education needs motivation a lot. People as I am doing, I am in the process of learning and education in my educate journey. I'm open that I won't study regularly. It's an open talk. I may say that education is important. Education is nothing there is without education. Everything is a fact. But do everyone learn it? Do everyone gain it? It's a big question mark again. So my thought on education is the education is needed by the motivation, and the motivation is given by the teachers, and the teachers are not only the persons who teach in front of us. Every one of us, each and every day, every part of our life teaches something in our life, and I think gaining knowledge is everywhere is possible. And education is the key to success as we know it. When a diamond needs a hammer to shine, we people need education to shine. That's what. Thank you for giving us such a great opportunity to deliver my thoughts. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Subhashri. Thanks a lot. It was amazing. I agree to the point. See, I'll add something to what you said. Education cannot be defined with a dictionary definition. Education is learning.
Yeah.
You cannot, it is not necessary that you learn from the school. It's not necessary you learn in the college. It's not necessary you learn it while working. It is, you can learn at any point of time. See, I would like to replace the word learning with education. We have to educate ourselves with a lot of things. Trying to learn every day. If you see people not educated about how to talk to people. People are not educated about that. People are somewhere afraid to talk to people because they are not educated in that field, because our Indian system of teaching is not has not embodied public speaking in it as such, because somewhat it is our culture that we respect elders, we don't speak up in front of our elders. But it changes, and when we start working, you have to talk to a lot of people. When you start doing things, you have to talk to a lot of people. There are a lot of people here who I've met for the first time in my life, but I'm talking to them. But for certain people, it would be really difficult. There
My
is
journey in
there.
communication started with Speak Now. I'm really proud to say that I'm a student of Speak Now to come overhead here to perform a speech, and I'm really thankful for that. I am educated in the way in the communication is only through the Speak Now, and I'm really thankful for the team Speak Now. Thank you for giving such opportunity.
Thank you so much, Subhashri. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, guys, I'll repeat again. Everybody will get 2 buzzers. First one will be at 3 minutes, and the second one will be at 5 minutes. Okay. So please don't hesitate. After the first buzzer, it means you have 3 minutes are up. You have 2 minutes left. So keep that in mind. So our next contestant for the evening is Omkar. So Omkar, please go ahead and take the stage and speak now.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Sir, am I audible?
Yes, you are. Yes,
okay, okay. Hello, everyone. This is Omkar Deshprabhu. For last 4 years, I was not into content creation. Forget about content creation. I was not online at all. So on 1st June 2020, that is this year, I started my content creation journey. So I was a little bit hesitant for a initial time, because the 3 real life educational lessons which was helping me offline, will it help me online? But still I started, and it was actually helping me. For me, education is something that sets you free, generates curiosity, and lightens up the darkest parts of your life. Means it helps you to become better and better, and not worst and worst. So out of that, my business journey, I have learned 3 real life educational things, or lessons you can say, that I'll be sharing with you right now. The first is fear. Yes, we must have seen many videos on fear on YouTube, like how to overcome fear, and like how to kill fear, and or how fear actually helps you to become successful and all. But I have applied many of the things, but I have not got those results which I wanted. So what exactly fear was, it is just an imagination. See, if I tell you, if I play cricket in my imagination, and if a ball hits my nose, in my imagination, if blood comes, in my imagination, but in reality, if I go to the doctor and tell him that just treat my nose, what he will call me? Obviously mad. And obviously, if I ask you this, obviously you also will be calling this a madness, or total madness. But you call it madness just because it is an extreme example. But when it comes to fear, we do exactly like that. Fear is just many a times your imagination, where based on those imagination, you in reality you take the actions or decisions. So like education, to get those education with regards to these terms like fear and all, it is very important. So fear is just imagination. We just have to know this fact. That's it. And the second real life educational which is helping me right now on Instagram or any other platform is judgments. Not fear of judgments, because as I just told you, fear is just imagination. Just judgment. What people will like, what people say to me, or the comments, taunts and all. And we have an attitude that we don't care, or we should ignore them. Actually, as a human being, we are designed in a way that we should do actually care. But how? The question is not whether we should care or not. The question is whether when we should care or when we shouldn't. So that is the question. So in simple words, my name is Omkar. If one person calls me Sunil, that doesn't make me Sunil. I know that I am Omkar. If 10 people comes and calls me Sunil, no, I am Omkar. If 10,000 people come to me and say you're Sunil, no, I am Omkar, because I am sure of my identity. The problem when with regards to judgment is when you don't have clarity with regards to your work or any of your decision, then only you think of judgments. Okay, now I am very much sure of about my name. Forget about being of work, but at least I'm sure of my name, and that's why I think. So that's why I think कि no matter whole world calls me Sunil, I am Omkar. So you need to be sure of what you're doing, why you're doing, and when you're doing. Judgments will not the problem with you regards to life or any business you are doing. Now the third important thing which will surprise you, and that is appreciation. Yes, to a certain point, there will be a time where you will be appreciated like anything, you know. I think, okay, so there will be a time, like there will be something that will people will start appreciating you. People will say, Omkar, you're good. Now this helps me to grow my arrogancy, egoistic mood, and many other things, and that will help my productivity to go down, and also my appreciation. Then what? Frustration, sadness, depression. So what is the solution? We just need to be sure of one thing, that is the appreciation that we get is because of our performance, not because of who we are. If we appreciate Virat Kohli, and if he underperforms in continuous, like in many matches, if he underperforms, then his number of appreciation gets down, because it was his performance which was appreciated, not him. So we have to know that it is our work and not we. So first, fear, imagination. Second, judgment. Be sure of what you are doing. And third is appreciation for your performance, not you. Yes, that is the real life educational that I have learned, and which is helping me a lot of time. Thank you very much. Keep growing. Thank you very much, Speak Now, for giving me this opportunity. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Omkar. It was really nice, and I really appreciate what your points given us and enlightened us on really important points.
Thank you, sir.
So I would like to tell you something about Speak Now. We have a special sessions on we have small batches working with us, and we have mentors with us. So we have small batches that we may have, and these batches are totally free. These batches are for people who want to learn and work on their public speaking. See, public speaking, this is not just around talking to people or doing a job. See, public speaking is something you need to have an excellent, if in certain people's life. I have seen people who cannot even talk to their own fathers because of something they are feared of. What you said, an imaginary fear. They are not able to talk to their parents. They are not able to talk to their bosses because of an imaginary fear.
Yes.
And this, what happens, this piles up and bursts at a very wrong moment.
Yes.
So this is where Speak Now comes in, and we give everybody a platform.
Yes, sir. So that's a really appreciating.
And one of our, so I have a saying which says, I would be happy if I'm prepared and I don't get an opportunity. Then if I get an opportunity and I'm not prepared for. So this is where Speak Now comes in, and we make you prepared so that when the opportunity knocks your door, you grab it and hold on to it and outperform on that opportunity.
Yes, sir. Definitely, sir. Yes, sir.
So
yes, thank you very much for that.
Thank you so much, Omkar. It was really wonderful. Yes. So without any delay, I would like to call Krishna on the stage. Our next contestant is Krishna. Krishna, please go ahead and take the stage and speak now. Krishna, are you there?
Good evening, all.
Yes. Good evening, Krishna. Please go ahead.
Am I audible to? Yeah. As Kaushik sir said, everyone has their own fear. So I have also struggling in speaking in front of everyone. Moreover, I am from Gujarati medium background, so I am very uncomfortable speaking in English. So I'm trying. Please cooperating. Hello, good evening, all. Hope you all are good. I'm Krishna, speaking from Lunawada. Today on this very special day, Teachers' Day, I would like to thank all my teachers and mentors who being part of my life in shaping my future. They have taught me manners and educate me. I would like to say that I'm able to speak in front of you with confidence is just because of them, because of they have educated me. Education has so much impact on our lives. An educated person has ability to select what is good and what is right for oneself and for society. Education helps you to evolve, molds you, and develops your thinking ability so that you don't drag by any superstitious and disbeliefs. Being educated doesn't mean go to school, colleges, and have degree and have so many medals in showcase. But being educated means you can speak on any topic. You have knowledge about that topic. Having knowledge of sex education is equally important to have knowledge about politics and science. And educated people can talk about because they have enough information about. Like when our Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji comes to deliver speech, everyone's listening because he knows what to speak and how to speak. While on other hand, and unaided people are unable to speak because they are involved in their very small world, and lack of content maybe, and maybe they leads to argue with people. Education gives you wisdom, and educated people polite to everyone, and respect and listen to their opinion always. Thank you.
So Krishna, are you done?
Sir, actually I was a little carried away.
No issues,
So
no issues, no issues. So Krishna, I'll give you a small advice.
yes sir.
When you talk to people in front of people, there's only one person. See, when you're talking and you're on a Zoom, it's an amazing place to practice. When you're talking, just look at the camera, not on the screen. Just look at the camera. People, because of that, you'll see just the camera, not everybody else, and just say what comes to your mind. If you have a script prepared, okay, fine, you diverse out of it. It's okay. Just look at the camera and speak. I don't have a script prepared for the evening. I'm just going free flow here and just telling what comes to my mind and what comes to my heart. Okay. So anyhow, it was an amazing attempt, Krishna. It was really amazing. So I would like to introduce you all to Job Samundar. JobSamundar.in is an amazing website which has worked with a lot of people in Delhi and has more than 2,000 people registered with them. And they help these people in getting jobs. This is a special website just for teachers and tutors and who want to start working in teaching education industry as a tutor, as a teacher, as work as back-end people. So these guys help them in knowing what openings are there. So I would advise everybody to please check their websites and tell other people about them because they're really a beautiful initiative and it keeps everybody apart from a lot of fake websites and false commitments that are going on in the market. So I would advise all you people to just tell your people who are looking for a job, who are a teacher, who are good teachers, who are looking for a job, please advise them to go to JobSamundar. So without any delay, I would like to call the next participant, which is Iman. Who is Iman? Iman, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Please go ahead, Iman. Please switch on your camera and please take the stage and speak now.
Sir, am I audible?
Yes, you are audible, Iman. Please go ahead.
Good evening to the honorable teachers and happy Teachers Day to respected of my teachers and my dear friends. My name is Simon Setia. I am from Assam. I am reading in class 8. Today, I want to give a speech on the importance of education on this great occasion. Education is very important for all of us because education teaches us manners, techniques, skills, and culture. It tells us to take care of our health and future needs. Our parents teach us many things at home and then send to school after 3 years of age. Our home is our first educational institute where we learn to deal with others and other skills. However, school education is very important in succeed in practical life. Through school education, we learn to develop personality, mental skills, moral, and physical strength. Without education, we may be same as animals. In India, there are many more people in small villages who are not educated. They get cheated by imposters. Education is the key to success in personal and professional life. It provides us with a variety of knowledge and skills. This is a continuous, slow, and process of learning, which help us to acquire knowledge. It is the continuous process that starts with our birth and ends with our lives. Why education is important in our life speech? Education is important in our life speech because it changes the level of living of the people and also it provides mental and physical standards by developing a personality of a person. We should have a habit of learning something from our teachers, parents, family members, and other people related to our life throughout our life. The person who receives proper education is eligible for appreciation in family, society, and country. Going to school and taking education is very important for every person, and it is very important for those who want to achieve success. To be a good person, we may have to keep learning about something. Living in home, society, and community and friends. We all have born on the same planet in the same manner. However, due to lack of money and lack of knowledge of the parents, there is not a single opportunity for success. Formal education, which can lead everyone's success. Education and experience allow our children in a better way. The intelligence of people is properly utilized by educating oneself, or otherwise it stays raw and unused. We learn ways to tackle difficulties and enable us to progress towards a better life and to live with others in the society. Most importantly, we become capable of doing a job and earning money. It also teaches us how to handle bad situations in life. Finally, I say that we must utilize our education for the common and to earn money and fame in the society. Thank you and have a nice day ahead.
Thank you so much, Iman. It was really wonderful. So, Iman, it was such a wonderful speech from you. As you're young, and I could see so much confidence in your eyes and your speech. You were so confident. You were so beautiful. I really appreciate you for your speech. So, Iman, so everybody, I would like to introduce you to Tutor.in. Tutor.in has been launched today, and it is an amazing website which is connecting students and teachers and bring them on a common platform. If you see other competitions which Tutor.in has, which has like Urban Company and other websites, so these companies charge from both the people as well as the student as well as the teacher, and they restrict the areas. But here, Tutor.in is just there to connect people with the teachers. It is for the students to look for teachers with the base who are in their area teaching that subject in their preferred language. So if you are in Delhi, but you can't speak Hindi well, you want somebody to teach you in English, you can find teachers who can teach you in English. If you want somebody to teach you in Punjabi, Gujarati, or any other language, you can find teachers to do that. It's an amazing concept, and they have started it today. So I would advise you all to please refer that to your friends, because they are sponsors for the evening. They are doing a lot of things in the industry just to developing the education sector as a whole and getting everything on the electronic media. So without any delay, I would like to call upon the stage the next contestant for the evening, that is Aarti. Aarti, are you there?
Am I audible?
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Please go ahead.
Yeah. A very good evening to all of you. My name is Aarti Das, and I'm so glad that I have reached the final round of the Speak Now Marathon. And today is the very special day, that is Teachers' Day, and I'm going to perform. The topic is education. So what is education? Education is a systematic way via which the students are instructed and imparted knowledge in a school, college, or any other institutional organization. Apart from this theoretical definition, in practice, education encompasses a holistic and wholesome training and development of an individual. Good and proper education plays a vital role in shaping the future and professional career. It helps us to develop the personality and earn the recognition and the respect in the family as well as society. We can say that the education is socially and personally an essential part of life. So, we learn many lessons via the different experience we learn in the daily life, and through which we learn the toughest and the important lessons. So, my question is for all of you now. Does the education system need a change? I want an answer from you guys. Does the education system need a change? Yes? A big yes? Now,
Yes.
why yes?
Why yes? It's because we, the educated class of India, we think that we don't know the difference between being educated and acting educated. It's because we think that we have been to schools, we have big degrees, right? That's not an education. Education is when you actually successfully apply what you have learned in reality. Now I will give you an example. We know that we have to water a plant to nurture it, to grow it. And when we don't do that, after knowing also that it requires water to grow, then we are not educated. And that is what lacking in the entire education system. I'll give you one more example. An examiner gives instruction to a monkey, to a fish, to a dog, and to an elephant. He says that everybody has to undergo a test where you will have to climb a tree. Now tell me, if we have different types of animals and we are asking all of them to climb a tree to assist them, would it be fair? No, right? So that is what our educational system is doing with us. So nowadays, we all are relying on the educational, online education due to this pandemic. Don't have to travel, they can attend the lectures from home itself, but simultaneously they have to face some disadvantages as well. That is, some gadgets, they may lead to some health disorders like stress, anxiety, right? So the new education policy 2020 emphasized on holistic and flexible system, that the policy states that the school going year will be 3 to 18 instead of 6 to 14. And this will enable the more holistic development of children in the formative age of 3 to 6 years. So I would like to conclude my speech with an inspirational poem regarding the education. For some, it's a privilege. For some, it's a right. The difference between the darkness and a future is very bright. As long as you are learning, your education grows. That will lead to contributions as you share the things you know. Thank you, everyone, and thank you, Speak Now, for providing such a wonderful platform. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Aarti. It was really wonderful
Thank you,
to see you
Kaushik.
speak. And it was an amazing points that you said. Honestly, we are just judging everybody on the same things, that on the same basis, and everybody is being judged from a. It's like asking a fish to run a race, and asking a balloon to just hold a paper. So it just cannot be done, right? So this is how our education system is working. Along with that, I'd like to add something. We in India. I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. I'm sorry, I couldn't hear
Kaushik,
you.
I would like to show you something. For today's, performance, I have made something regarding the education. If you can see this, is it visible?
Yeah, it is.
Actually, I wanted to stand in front of that, but because of some, light problem, it's not visible exactly.
Okay.
But if you can see, it's all related to the education.
Yes, it's very nice. I worked a lot
Thank
on
you.
it. So because of the Indian system, our education is limited to science, commerce, and arts. We are not valued human skills, techniques. So if you see, we are not valued our carpenters, we are not valuing our laborers, because those are also knowledges. Those are people they have to educate themselves. It's not easy to build a chair from a piece of wood. It's not easy to build a house, and it's not easy to cook. We have not respected those educations or learnings in our system so that people would think about them. But because of a whole society, that a job which is in an office with a suit and a coat is cool, people are working for that. So thank you so much, Aarti. It was really wonderful from hearing from you. Thank you so much. So our next contestant for the evening is Bobby. Bobby, are you there?
Yes, sir. Sir, am I audible?
Yes, you are. Bobby, please go ahead.
Okay. A joyful, cheerful, gleeful euphoria greetings to all of you. Here before your Zoom camera is Bobby Thomas, and I am singer, writer, author, artist, poet, and the list goes ... As we have gathered here to discuss about the red chili topic education, I would like to discuss and share with you how education will lead to transformation. So before starting, I would like to quote a two-liner quote quoted by me. Education is the escalation to your destination, an elevation to your designation, and transformation through reformation. Friends, education is a holistic approach. Education isn't constrained to a particular location. For example, we are all here gaining knowledge and it's purely reflected how at our own space and at our own time we are gaining knowledge. Secondly, education isn't constrained to a particular idea. In fact, etymologically, the word education is derived from the Latin word educere, and it means to bring forth. To bring forth what? To bring forth the innate potentialities within an individual and to manifest it. Friends, I would like to state 3 areas where drastic changes can be made and it will reflect in education and finally in transformation. The first area is ethics and etiquette approach. Friends, how important it is to be equipped in the strong foundation of values and to learn the behavioral disciplines, and it will lead to transformation. Second point is jovial learning culture. It is important, friends, that we enjoy learning. And when we enjoy learning, we will enjoy doing the work in the particular field. And thirdly, the most important thing, pragmatic exposure. Friends, how important it is that we apply the learning principles that we enjoy into the practical life, in our daily lives. So this way it will lead to transformation. Let me give you a super simple example. If for suppose we are going to a shopping mall and there you find a beautiful lehenga, or if you are a boy, you find an eye-catching suit for yourself. What do? You perceive that image in your mind. You see that image in your mind and you feel like, wow, how beautiful I am in this lehenga. Or if you are a boy, how handsome I look in this cool suit. So this is the way it works. Then what is the next step? You go and buy it. Why? Because it's your choice. You love that product. In the same way, friends, education cannot be forced. It is a choice. You need to make a choice, friends. And how does it happen? Education includes both learning and experience. This is how it works. And friends, let me give you an example. Before a few days, I got a message in WhatsApp stating how a government is bringing new education policy reforms. And you know, friends, like I was going through that and there were so many highlights in that, but the one which I loved the most was vocational education is going to start right from 6th standard. Wow, wow, wow. What an amazing opportunity. This was the time we were all waiting for. And finally, it has arrived. And friends, you know, even when I was doing my IMBA, that is integrated MBA in 2017, I realized like I was just enjoying my course because it was not about this thin books or something like that. It was not about bookish knowledge, but we actually experience a real-time experience in our lives. And this way, it helps a lot. And you know, friends, like I would like to share, like, do you know the best education system is in which country? It's Finland. Why? Because there it's not about ramming or cramming, but it's about holistic education approach. Now, these are not far when our country, India, will be seen following the best education policy. This will work, friends. This will happen because now it's not about a tortoise move. It's about how high we are going to fly just as eagles. And this will happen. Lastly, I would like to quote a proverb stating, train up a child in a way he should go, so that even when he'll become old, he will not depart from it. Thank you so much for having me here and happy Teachers' Evening to all of you.
Thank you so much, Bobby. It was really wonderful. And I really appreciate your smile. You were smiling throughout the speech. It was really nice. Thank you so much. So, Bobby, I agree with the point you said. We need holistic education in our system. And as vocational education started from 6th standard, I was just imagining if my father had heard about it, he would have like said, so now I can call you a carpenter if you don't study, but I cannot. Now he won't be able to call me a carpenter if some kid's not studying. No parent can say he will become a carpenter, he will become something this and that, because that is what a true talent is. Because now we'll be appreciating the artists which are in the group, and because we don't have vocational knowledges, a lot of things are suppressed in kids. If vocationals are promoted, you might even bring up more musicians in the world. From a lot of musicians would pop up in India. A lot of good sculptors can come from India. See, art is something which has to be valued. Art comes out only from vocational studies, and this is where you get the freedom to speak and freedom to express your opinions in different forms. It can be words, it can be anything, it can be a piece of metal, but it's where an art is said and art is inscribed and expressed. So thank you so much, Bob. It was really wonderful hearing from you. So guys, I was telling you about the small groups that Speak Now hosts every week. We have special mentors with us, and we are a group of 5 to 6 people who are mentors in Speak Now. And we host small groups for training and to provide you a small platform to practice your public speaking and little bit teach you a little bit about public speaking. And these sessions are totally free. Initially, we charge you 100 rupees, and which is totally refundable, and we just deduct the amount for the sessions you miss. So technically it is totally free, and it is for a year. After the year, the amount would be refunded back to you, and we'll be deducting 10 rupees for every session you miss. To re-enroll yourself, you have to pay us another 100 rupees, but you have to go through a scrutiny process. We'll be asking a lot of questions. Why did you miss those sessions and all those things? But I would like to introduce to the small groups, and I would like to request you to just tell your friends and people who you feel can learn a lot at Speak Now. Please tell them about Speak Now. Thank you so much, guys. So I would like to call upon the next participant for the evening, Hridima. Hridima, are you there? Hridima? Hridima, are you there? Okay, so we don't have one participant today. The next contestant for the evening is Arya. Arya, are you there?
Good evening, sir. Yes, I'm
Good evening,
there.
Arya. Please go ahead and speak now.
Okay, should I start?
Yes, please go ahead.
Okay. Education is the most powerful weapon which we can use to change the world. Education is the passport to the future, for tomorrow belongs to those who prepare for it today. Well, I would like to ask you all that what do you think a person needs to live a normal life? I guess food, clothes, and shelters. But there's one more thing which is really very essential, and that is education. Greetings, everyone, and I would like to wish a happy Teachers' Day to all the mentors. And today, I, Arya Sharma, would like to deliver my opinions on education. Education is the process of facilitating learning, acquisition of knowledge, values, beliefs, and habits. Like, if you have money, you can convert it into gold. But you always have that fear of losing your money or gold. But if you have that money and you convert it into your knowledge, it will never be less, and no one can steal it from you. India has a rich tradition of imparting knowledge. The Gurukula was a type of education system in ancient India with Shishya, students, living with the gurus in the same house. Nalanda was the oldest university system of education in the world. As a report says, the destiny of India is shaped in its classroom. Education ingrains civic and social responsibility among everyone. India is a land of diversities. Therefore, in order to bring unity, education is mean for emotional integration. We cannot do it without any kind of education. Education is an essential part of human development. Education is a mean of achieving a world of peace, justice, freedom, and equality for all. Education also channelizes capacities, attitude, interest, urge, and need for all of the individuals. Well, without education, it would not be possible for a girl to fight for women's rights and emerge as an inspirational woman. Yes, I'm talking about Malala Yousafzai. Without education, it is difficult for Marie Curie to discover new elements. Well, these are just few examples which I took. There are many legends who made history by utilizing their education in a proper way. A king has a power on its own territories only, but outside his territory, no one even bother about him. No one even knows that who is the king of the territory. But if I talk about if I talk about APJ Abdul Kalam ji, I guess everyone knows their name, right? And that is the difference between education and empowerment. I would like to end by saying, you invest in any business and sometimes it fails and sometimes it works. You invest in mutual funds which are subjected to market risk, but if you invest in knowledge, it will pay the best interest. Thus, education is extremely very important for all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Arya. It was really wonderful. And I agree to the point. I have been said and recently learned the definition of an asset. And by an asset, for me, something is an asset which makes me money, and education is something, and learning is something, and knowledge is something which either makes you better or keeps on increasing. The more you share, the more you get. So thank you so much, guys. And so next contestant for the evening is Vijay. Vijay, are you there?
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Yeah, please go ahead, Vijay. Please switch on your camera and go ahead.
Am I audible, sir?
Yes, you are.
Okay. Okay, so if you judge a quality of fish by its ability to climb a tree, I think I must stop here because I know this has got cliche by the time. This is the famous quotation by Albert Einstein, right? Which is basically about education and judgment, which basically teachers do. So what is my main motive behind saying this quotation is exactly implementing this quotation to the Indian education system. Or I should say that the complete global system must adhere to this statement. It's irony, and I think we must laugh at this point. Well, good evening to everyone, honorable judges, my dear listeners, and my dear speakers as well. So for the next 5 minutes, you will be hearing to Education by Vijay. I'm remembering an instance here. I mean, a couple of months ago, I asked my colleague, could you please share me the notes of the last chapter? I was having an issue at my home, and so I could not attend the class. And she was like, no, sorry, I don't. I said that I again pleased her. No, actually, I was having an issue. I was not wasting my time somewhere else. So can you please just share me the notes? It will be of great help. And she was like, no, sorry, I don't share any of my academic stuff. And at that point, I wrote OKAY, but the inner me was saying, where from this individualism turned to selfishness in the field of education? Where did this happen? Why this individualism, which was there in the Gurukula system back then, has turned into selfishness? Why can't we just help each other? So this was one instance. But in this 5 minutes time of span, I'd like to explain you 3 questions. First is, what is the meaning of education? Second is, what is the purpose of education? Third is, how we can implement the better education system. Well, don't get confused between 2 things. Meaning and purpose, they both are different. The meaning of this Speak Now Marathon competition is what? To exchange opinion about education. But the purpose is to enhance the public speaking of every one of us here, right? So both are different. So as Google says, quote unquote, the process of delivering or accepting appropriate systematic instructions, especially at university or a college, is what education is. But in my eyes, it is 2 of them. And again, the second one has 3 steps. So I'll just go in the sequence. So first is education, which we accept from others, which is our teachers, which is our mentors from tuition classes, which is our online mentors, parents, and everyone around us. And the second is about self-educating, where we learn from ourselves. Okay, but I'll be going on to the first one, which is education which we receive. So what we receive education is having a big issue, because that is the Indian education system. An education system, in my eyes, have 3 steps. First is to identify a human being. Second is to provide them with knowledge and the skills. third is to allow them to be better version of themselves. Because if you are instructing, you are not identifying. I cannot just go to a footballer and instruct him, oh, cook the beans this way, add this masala or this, that, because he is a footballer. Why am I instructing him the political science and other stuff? So first is the identification and not presenting the concoction of subjects like we face at the moment, which I'm sure NEP 2020 will erase. And the second is to provide them with the knowledge. Knowledge of what? Whatever they identify as. If I'm identifying as a psychologist or a psychology student, I should be instructed, I should be given the information. And third is to allow them to be a better version of themselves. And not like, maths mein subject mein tere kyun achha marks nahi aaye? Why didn't you score good marks in math subject? That is what I'm talking about with allowing themselves to better version of themselves, not someone which you wish. And this is the meaning. The purpose of education is to bring change. Change about what? If I am currently a good speaker, so I should change myself to a better speaker. This is the meaning of education. When I educate myself, when I receive education about public speaking, I'll be changing from good to better. This is the meaning of the purpose of, education. And now coming to the third part, which is how can we implement this thing? Well, it's too simple. We don't have to go to government and blame them. We don't have to go to anyone and blame them. Only the thing is, teach yourself what education is and how to self-educate yourself, and teach everybody around you how to educate themselves and how to perceive education which they are receiving. This is the perfect way to actually understand what education is. So are you going to understand what education is? Are you going to educate yourself about what education is? I'm sure you're going to do after my words. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. It was really wonderful. So I'll add a very small point to what you said. Along with understanding and implementing and getting above somebody, something which is really important for education is curiosity. Till the time you didn't get curious about something, you won't be even ready to educate yourself. So I'll give you a simple situation which happened when I was in 2nd or 3rd standard. One of my friends went to their teacher and asked, "Ki Sunday ko chutti kyun hoti hai?" And he asked, "Why do we get a holiday on Sunday?" Which the teacher said, "तेरे को नहीं आना, तेरे को नहीं चाहिए छुट्टी, तो स्कूल आके काम कर. If you don't want a holiday, please come to the school and clean it." And I rotate this whole situation in my head. At that very moment, she killed the curiosity in that kid. He's not going to be curious about anything in his life. And if you want to learn something, and because you're in psychology, as you said, you're a psychology student, right? And I'm a maths teacher. I've been teaching maths for the last 6-7 years. One thing which is very necessary for every student is to be curious. Don't accept any statement. Be curious about it. If it is a 1 + 1 is equal to 2, you have to not accept it, but ask why. And why is the question which will help you educate yourself. You have to ask why.
That comes under self-education.
Yes. This is what it is. Self-education is. The moment you start accepting everything coming your way, you will not go from good to best to the top. Yep. You have to be curious. And the moment your curiosity is finished, you become content. And the moment you are content, you won't grow. So thank you so much, guys. And this is where I would like to bring in Speak Now. We promote everybody's curiosity. So on every Saturday, we bring in specialist speakers from all over the world to give you specialist sessions on public speaking, on knowledge, on everything. And these sessions are totally free, and it is for open to all. And these sessions happen on every Saturday between 6 and 7. And these sessions are hosted by top-notch speakers. We have had amazing sessions by specialists. And Shubham is one of the specialists who is judging it today. He has given us amazing session to us. So we bring in specialist speakers so that you learn. And we bring out your curiosities on every Sunday. We have a small competition. We give topics, and we have small competition on the topics. So on tomorrow, we also have a competition on the same Zoom only. So guys, the next contestant for the evening is Devyani, and the last contestant. Devyani, are you there? Devyani, are you there?
Yeah, am I audible?
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Please go ahead.
Okay. So, hey everybody, this is Devyani Nedal, and today I'm here to express my views on education. You know, every aspect of your life has certain pillars, and so does education has. I firmly believe that there are four major pillars for education. The first is acquiring the knowledge. The second is practical application. Third is the process you're learning. And last but not the least is behavioral aspect. We all know the importance of education, right? We say that education teaches us how to learn, how to act, how to speak, how to behave. But what is the true sense of education nowadays? You know, people say that education teaches us how to take the right decisions. I'll give a very simple example. You all might have came across such situations where your grandparents' views were right and correct and authentic. Then your parents, then you. Why? They are not so highly educated. Still, they know how to take the right decisions. You know, nowadays, only going to the high profile schools and calling it as a wow factor. I again quote I did in my introductory speech that today memorizing the things and getting the grades on sheet is the only thing left. You know, in today's generation, for example, mine example, I did schooling, I did college, I had a degree, I'm doing post graduation, and I'm called as highly educated. But I am somewhere forgetting that it is only one pillar of education, and very soon I'll deteriorate. To make myself rely, I need to have all the four pillars stronger. You know, nowadays, there are certain problems children are facing. And what are they? You know, education is meant to give us values, ethics, morals. But now, education is giving a very difficult thing, that is comparison. You know, from school to teacher, teacher to parent, parent to school, the circle goes on of comparison. You know, I firmly believe that comparison is a justification, but comparison with your own self is a sign of betterment. What do parents do? They compare your marks with other. You score good, you are good. You score bad, you are bad. That's the myth. You know, we go to school to study, but we search on YouTube how to study. That is the harsh reality of education nowadays. You know, there are good aspects of education, like they have developed. They have started e-learning, they are giving practical applications, but the basic thing remains the same. Memorize the things, get the grades on sheet. You know, in this era, everyone is running behind the marks. I want marks, I want marks. But why? You know, if you want to outstand in every situation of your life, you need to make all these four pillars stronger. Acquire knowledge, learn the process of learning, practical applications, and behavioral aspect. You know, today students are smart enough that they know what they want to do. You can see everywhere around. Today, small children are making their apps. Some are making good music. You know, behavioral aspect is important. Not only memorizing the things is important. So I would like to quote that only having the degrees doesn't educate you. Make all your four pillars stronger and educate yourself so that you can outstand the world. No one is perfect, right? I would quote that why to follow the so-called perfect path when you can be on imperfect path perfectly defined by you. Crave yourself in the imperfections, and one day you'll be leading towards perfection. And memorizing the things and getting the grades on sheet is not education, my dear friends. Educate yourself in every aspect of your life, and you'll be like flying colors like a phoenix, and all your ashes will be converted to successes. So I, Devyani Nedal, sign off. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Devyani. You just gave me a flashback of my childhood. getting my mother, parents comparing me with the toppers of the batch or toppers of the class. And it was so funny to realize whenever we were parents, see, I realized we just bought grades for our parents, not for us. The moment we started
Yes, exactly.
studying for our parents, the education went down the drain. So I am least bothered. Why is a plus b whole square, a square plus b square 2? I'm least bothered about it. I know I have to write that on the paper. On that very moment, my education went down the drain, and it is just finished. I am just okay, fine. Now my education is not for me. It's for my parents to boast about that my kids scored 99% in 10th standard. My kids scored 29%
Certainly.
12th standard, and now, and the worst part is, see, I've seen kids going through bad situation because of their grades, because no fault of them, because of no faults of them. It is like, okay, fine. Every kid cannot be Einstein. Every bowler cannot be Shoaib Akhtar. So every parent wants a bloody Einstein in their house, getting 99% and topping, getting their new names in the newspaper. It is not possible, people. Have a reality check. Have a reality check. So calm down. Education has to be fun.
Yes, exactly.
Tell you, I teach mathematics. To teach my kids probability, I taught them how to play Teen Patti. And I'm betting you, if you ask them any probability question related to cards, they are not going to get it wrong because they loved it. They have an example to it. They have something to relate to. This is how education
Right.
works, has to work, to make things fun, to have a smile when you think about studying, when you think about going to school. When I was a kid, if school was something a torture for me, getting early in the morning, going to school, I'm like, I don't want to go there. But that is not how education would work. Education would work when the child is curious and happy to go to the school. So thank you so much, guys. It was an amazing evening. We had an amazing competition. We lost some participants. Some did amazingly well. Some were good. Everybody has done amazing today. So I'd like to introduce to you Speak Now. Why we are doing this? Why Speak Now was invented? During the peak lockdown, when everybody was locked in their houses, lost what they were doing, when losing themselves, where we came up with an idea, a small idea just to help people out so that they could learn, they could understand, and they could realize that knowing how to speak and speaking are two different things. This is what education is. This is the definition between practical education and theoretical education. Knowing English is a theoretical knowledge, but being able to speak is practical knowledge. This is what we give to everybody. This is where Speak Now is. See, we have a very simple process going on in this. We have small groups. We work on weekdays with the people who are in those groups. Then we have special groups for weekend for working class people who don't have time to work on, don't have time to spare in the weekdays. So along with that, we have specialist sessions, which we bring international speakers from all around the world. You can check our YouTube channel or Instagram pages. Every Saturday we post about who is coming and what would be the topic. On every Sunday, we give you the platform and we give you an opportunity to speak and to express your thoughts, to have a practice and just try. Nothing else, just to try. No, we don't judge you guys. We just want you to speak. We just give everybody an opportunity, a platform to speak. This is what Speak Now is. And I would like to thank our sponsors for the evening, Job Samundar, because like we are doing something amazing, they are doing something amazing, connecting jobs to the people, connecting teachers to the jobs in the industry. As I said, they have connected more than 800 teachers and held fulfilling more than 900 positions in all over Delhi. Along with that, they have come with an amazing website, router.in, to give students an opportunity to educate themselves and as well educate others and earn some money along with it. And this is where I end. I would like to judges to come up front and say a few words about the situation. So I would like Mancha, would you like to go ahead and say a few words about the evening?
Yes, so it has been great. It has been amazing. And you all were so great and you did very well. So I agree with each and every one of you. As Subhashri said, that education, anyone can be a mentor, right? It can be your parents, it can be anyone who teaches you something. And as Divyani said, that yes, it's important to compare yourself with yourself only, not with others around you. Because when you compare yourself with others, that's when you put yourself down. And an educated person would never do that, right? So it has been great, and you guys are so knowledgeable. I learned so many things from you. And this is a competition, but I must say that even if you lose today, you have been great. So yes, that's what I want to say. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mansha. Next, we have Priya Gautam, one of the mentors at Speak Now, and she hosts the weekdays session, mentoring sessions. So Priya, are you there? Please come up front and say a few words about the evening.
Yeah, hi Kaushik, hi everybody. Today you always so good. I learned a lot of things from all of you. You know, this competition was more like a learning session for me. There were so many thoughts, varied thoughts on a single topic, education, that was like amazing. And each one of you were bringing out so many different aspects to it, so many different angles to it. It was just amazing. And each and every one of you had so beautiful points. And as someone said, I think it was Devyani, who said that, you should be happy with the imperfect yourself. That's true. That's so true. You should not, long for that perfect thing and all. You should be happy with your imperfect things. You should be a little messy to be happy. So thank you so much, guys, for coming to Speak Now platform and participating here. Thank you so much for that. And you all were really good, as Mansha said. Even if you are losing today, you all were really good. Thank you so much for participating.
Thank you so much, Priya. It was really wonderful. As you said, everybody was really amazing today. And it is our first competition, and we are going to try to do it on a regular basis to bring forward more and more people and get them to speak and have new winners every day and get more and more people into Speak Now and to get them in a habit of speaking and speaking with a smile and speaking now and speaking at now.
Today I feel that the purpose of Speak Now is getting fulfilled. We are getting people to talk, and we are getting people to come on stage and talk. So I feel really happy today.
As apart from typing at the keyboard, they can speak from the mouth now.
Yeah, exactly.
So thank you so much, Priya. Shubham, I'd like to, first of all, Shubham, thank you so much for coming in today as a judge, and you are such a great person. Shubham, please go ahead and say a few words about the evening, and I would really appreciate you coming forward. Shubham.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Am I audible? All right, wonderful. All right. Okay, you just noticed that I took a breath, right? A deep breath. Yes. You know why? I have around 25 participants on this. To people who I've never met. I know only few people, I would say a handful, like 3 people from this call. The host Kaushik, Akash and Priya. These are the 3 people I only know. And these are my friends for this meeting, I would say why. And the rest of the people are public. Today, thank you Speak Now for giving me an opportunity to be a judge. I, being here, would like to share a little bit of wisdom of what I have. About public speaking, about mentoring, education, we heard a lot. I really appreciate the speakers. Wonderful. Congratulations. You all are winner in your own place. Doesn't matter who's going to come first, second and third. Today you have shared your wisdom and you are a winner for someone in this call. And that's how education is power. Education is the weapon you need. And really thankful for sharing your thoughts here. Coming towards the public speaking part. Guys, in public speaking, my father was my first mentor in my life, okay? In public speaking, if you're a new person, if you're scared of public speaking, you need to know 3 things. First, take a deep breath before you start. The only benefit that gives is you come on the stage, you're taking a deep breath, you get an opportunity to look at the audience, get a smile. That builds confidence. Second, I saw that couple of contenders in today's contest were not able to make a little bit of struggling with eye contact. Here's a tip for you. In the entire meeting, Kaushik, definitely the one which you suggested, camera is one of those parts. Now, since we are in a virtual and an online meeting, this is the tip for you. On your laptop or on your mobile, look for 3 different corners. The right edge, the center is your camera, and the left edge is your third friend. These 3 friends of yours are going to be your help throughout the speaking. You do not have to look into anyone's eyes. Look at the 3 corners, those are your friends, and they are not going to stare at you or scare you off. Remember that thing. And the third and the most important of public speaking, never sound scripted. Whenever you are speaking, speak as if you are narrating a story and see the difference. These are the 3 lessons my father gave me when I started my journey as an anchor, as a public speaker. When I first held a mic in front of 500 plus people in my school. And I remember that day till now. I was shivering like heck. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know, wow. In that situation, I would have I used to go breathless. I used to read 10 names in 1 minute. Now imagine how that is. So do remember this part. And mentoring, that brings my favorite platform, Speak Now, guys. You all need a mentor. You have that mentor as a person of Speak Now. And Speak Now, guys, you are doing a wonderful and amazing job. Starting with the first session which you guys had in the month of May with getting me in, I saw a lot of Insta handles. You guys have around 200 plus followers on Insta, and I wish you nothing but success in your further journey. And you guys are doing God's work. You guys are doing an amazing job. Keep up the good work. We are always here to support you. And once again, thank you on behalf of everyone, the contestants, the judges, and the community. Happy Teachers Day to you, because you are our teachers here. Thank you. And that's all for me, Kaushik. Back to you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Suman. For really wonderful. And thank you so much for appreciating us. And thank you so much for coming to the stage and being a judge for Speak Now. Akash, you're the one who started Speak Now. It is our first competition. And I would like to call you up on the stage to announce the winners for the evening. And please start off with few words, how you felt how the event was. Akash, please go ahead.
Thank you, Kaushik, for giving me this opportunity. I am really feeling very good when this much participants are coming and they are fighting for a title. But this has taken a long time before we got a sponsorship and all. After getting a sponsorship, we were able to host this competition. And going forward, we will be doing it more frequently. So I would request all the participants that whether you lose or win this competition, never ever stop participating, because according to me, practice makes a man perfect. Okay, keep practicing, keep participating in events, and all the participants will get the participation certificate, and the winner will get cash prizes, Amazon vouchers as promised, along with the certificates. I would go with the third prize winner. So the third prize winner of this competition goes to Arati Manas. Congratulations for holding the third prize.
Thank you so much, Akash.
Please unmute your mic and clap for her.
Superb.
Amazing, Aarti. It was really wonderful hearing from you. It was so nice. And your artwork was really amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Great. Now going with the second prize for the runner-up of this title. So the second title goes to Vijay. Congratulations, Vijay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Superb, Vijay. Superb.
Thank you.
And the winner of this Speak Now Marathon goes to none other than Bobby Thomas. Congratulations, Bobby.
Congratulations, Bobby. It was really wonderful, and we are really proud of you. And you are the first winner of the competition organized by Speak Now.
Thank you so much.
These are first prize winner, right?
Yeah, the first competition that Speak Now has, and she's the first winner and first place. And Bobby, you had a whole smile throughout the speech. That smile is really wonderful. Just keep that smile, and that will take you places. Thank you so much, guys.
Shubham here. All right.
Hi, Shubham.
Hi. I have a couple of lines to say here. Okay. I'll start with congratulating all the winners. You guys did amazing. You guys were wonderful. And definitely, a winner definitely stands out. And I would say, Bobby, you really did amazing. The best part was the way you had your intonations and your smile throughout. You had the patience level as well. Wonderful. Congratulations. You deserve it. Now coming back to the other rest of the contestants. Guys, in the journey of life, we pass pleasure and pain. There is sunshine and rain. There is loss and gain. But my dear friends, we all must remember one thing. We must move forward again and again. Overall, that's from me, and thank you, Kaushik. Wonderfully done.
Thank you so much for being here, and it was so wonderful hearing from you. So, as Shubham said, nobody is a loser here. Everybody has won that. You have discovered yourself, you have discovered your talent, and you have discovered Speak Now. Whatever you have is with you, and just speak, guys. It will just take it as a friendly competition, and come to us, speak to us, come to Speak Now. Use this platform and learn and educate yourself and speak now. Thank you so much, guys, for your winning prizes. We have your email IDs. You'll get that email. So thank you so much, guys.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys, for joining in and giving your time. Thank you.
Thank you so much, guys, for giving in your time and being the part of the first ever competition hosted by Speak Now and Speak Now Marathon. And we'll be trying to do it on a regular basis. And please stay connected with our Instagram handle and Facebook handles so that you'll be updated about any further future competitions coming in. Thank you so much, guys.